gon' need that step. Just let a young know that step. I never knew I broke down.
Coming up, we've got a rematch in the black and blue division. The Vikings defeated the Packers back in Week 11 as Minnesota goes for their first series sweep since 2018. It's Week 17 on EA Sports.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver, that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The numbers last week for Tunyon: 5 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 11 carries, 65 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Chris Barnes there on the stop. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously, for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, Little Strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. A beautiful fake. Cook a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. On second down, it's Cook again.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
To throw, Cousins. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Cook.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Dalvin Cook
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time?
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Second down and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. How about this? They'll try the option, left side.
And he's going to have the Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. McCann now for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken,
correct?
That does. But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's gone. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive,
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the 3rd quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down about the 2-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Za'Darius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On second and goal, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They run again on first down. Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Cousins to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers looking left sideline, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
This one swung out here to Jones. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly and the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now at Lambeau. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to crowd him down near the 11-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a 1st down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd down, another shot for Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shoves him away. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.